And we're back. Look at all this stuff. I'm listening to Peaches this week. Welcome to HMods and welcome to HMods.
Husband, in honor of our marriage, I give you a regiment of battle mechs and the means to support them in perpetuity.
My love, in honor of our marriage, I give you a vast prize. The Capellan Confederation.
Alright, assholes, it's your old pal Hobbs. Here to tell you about Shadow of the Alliance. Follow the journey of Mateo Beauregard, a young mech warrior in the service of the Taurian Concordat. In the wake of the Steiner-Davion wedding, Laconis III has just been invaded by Davion forces hoping to bang on Maximilian Liao's back door. Beauregard must fight to save his team, the woman he loves, and his people. Want to get in on it? You can! Donate bits to become a character in the book and help save Laconis III. Every bit helps this book become better and better looking to Catalyst because the goal is to make enough to commission artwork, including a cover and artist drawings inside, like the old days. Be a part of the legend of the Laconis Wolverines. Donate today. It will go to a good cause.
I love listening to music while Evie is doing her streaming stuff because it takes me out of the whole kind of thing. So, you guys are going to probably see me do a lot of dancing. Okay, so, last week, we did this. So we haven't actually done any cutting on the actual case yet. Not going to get to it today because I'm going to go see a comedian up in Appleton soon. And also, Evie is still doing her streaming. So, what we can do is a couple of things. One, I can start gluing this stuff together, get it ready for paint. And two, I can start working on the machine guns, which is going to be super cool. And then we'll paint that. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do is start gluing these panels together, so that when they're all one piece, I can start shaving them into a bit more of smoothness, because it's really rough. Just to satisfy my own obsessions, I'm gonna just glue the hell out of this thing. And thankfully, since there's not a whole lot of pieces, since there's not a whole lot of pieces, if I run out of glue, it's not that big a deal. I've got more, lots more. We went out and got a whole lot more. So right away, I'm gonna have to shave that a little bit, or at least add to it, maybe some Bondo or something. But that looks really good. It doesn't really matter what it looks like on the, because I can take my little file and just sort of smooth it out a little bit like that. There we go. Got to get all that foam out. It's gonna look super cool though, because once we paint it, it's gonna be dirty, and it's gonna be super cool. Super cool. So that's done. We've got tons and tons of scraps that if I wanted to just start gluing I can. Lots and lots of scraps. This is so much fun. So that's what I'm going to do with this, and then we'll figure that out. Dude, how cool would it be if I made like a door? I had thought of it. Well, it's not the worst idea in the world, actually. I got this idea of using this, which came from that, the inner part. I got this idea of using this to make a door to look in. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because from Project Venom, I got these two little hinges. Oh, God, that's such a good idea. So I got these two little hinges that I was going to use for Venom for the door panels. And now I think I'm just going to use them like this for door panels here. But okay, so we are now going to adhere this hinge to the door, to the, oh, this is going to be cool as shit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sink this a little bit in. We're going to put a little hole here. And where'd they go? Lost my magnets. Now this is fucking... Okay. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I don't... If not, I've got another panel. No, I don't have another panel. I'll have to fill this in. The washer is probably gonna... The washer's a good idea. The washer's gonna work, I think. Because it'll disperse the... It'll disperse the energy and widen it out. Nope. But it is in there. So that's good. More armor. That looks so good. So fucking cool. Oh, it's almost seamless, but I'm still gonna move. I'm gonna move it just a tad over here once I drill out once I remove the rivet bits. Static X. Something, 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 something. Something, 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 something. Something, 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 something. Something, 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 something. Okay, that's a good idea. So what I'm putting these pieces back in so that I can hammer them and make them look all damaged and stuff. figured out what I'm going to do with the front panel. First of all, I have to take these off, and I have to take this off and shave it. There's another piece over on here that I have to do the same thing, but it's this stuff here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to sort of mold it. And like, I wish I could just shave it, but I can mold it and use some like sealer and stuff. So that'll be cool. But one thing I came up with too is doing something similar with what we did with Venom. And that is covering this all up. I've got to see how far this comes out, and for that I need to flip this over so I can mount it without riveting it back in. Alright, it is as I suspected. Cool. That's some really good news. So here's the drawer. Comes out like that. Oh yeah, look at that. So anyway, as I was saying, this is going to be like this. There's a fan going to be right here. So I'm going to mold around that. Oh baby, that looks so fucking cool. I think I'm going to try and get one piece. So for that, I've got tons of spare, including these pieces here. Oh, this is gonna look so damn cool. The idea here is I'm gonna do what we did for Venom. I'm gonna make sort of a cover. And I'm gonna do the same thing like with the periscopes. I'm going to double layer it, and then I'm gonna put screen underneath there because we're gonna put a 140 here. I got a guy. We're gonna put a 140 right here in the drive bays. So now I need my tape measure so I can measure the distance from the bottom of the periscope to, so I've got 7 inches, a little less than, we'll say 6 7/8, which we've got more than enough here. Okay, well, I have to go on a date, and so I'm going to leave it here, but we've gotten a lot done today. I mean, it doesn't look like we've gotten a lot done, but we've got all the pieces, the armor pieces for the door panels glued. We've got the periscopes glued, although this one I'm going to have to do another layer, which is just fucking dandy for me. We're going to do a whole lot more, and a lot of this, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.